because I care about you guys, we're gonna go ahead and make sure this barrel is broken in before doing all the testing today. How we're gonna do that is we're gonna do one shot clean, you know, let it cool and maintain the heat. We can end this review. Gun sucks. Taser, taser, taser! The PSA Super SASS. Why is it the Super SASS? Probably because somebody on the marketing department at Palmetto State Armory looked at like why people are buying Geisley rifles en masse, and they were like, because everything has super in front of it. Let's do the same thing. Thus, the Super SASS is born. I'm actually surprised PSA sent me this, especially after I peed on their AK. They definitely weren't too thrilled about that, especially the customer service guy. I'm sorry. AK builder guy. I was not paid for this video. I don't work for any third-party marketing agencies. I am my own free agent. This gun was free, however. Not much of an incentive for me to give good reviews on it though, so gotta get that out of the way. We also gotta get out of the way our sponsors. Sponsors like OpticsPlanet provided me this Leupold Mark IV HD. I'm actually really impressed with these, so if you are in the market for a Leupold Mark IV, OpticsPlanet's your guy with the coupon code Micah. Super simple. As our control rifle of the day, we have a Seekins SP10, SP10M, I don't know which one it is, and we have a suppressor, the Huxworks 308 can, which one of the sponsors of this video, Silencer Central, making sure you don't even have to leave the comfort of your own home to get silencers. That's right. You simply head over, you hit them up, you get your silencer, and it shows up at your doorstep. No need for going in and doing your fingerprints or scheduling anything like that. They take care of it and make it super easy. So big shout out to Silencer Central, guys. Third sponsor, Americana Pipedream. Americana Pipedream Apparel is where you get the drip, okay? Make sure that can they see my cries? If you want to look that good, then you head over to Americana Pipedream Apparel. Well, they get all the knives, military surplus. Guys, they've been here since the beginning, giving you the coupon code BUSSI. Send them loves, kisses. This one does come with the Child Protective Services stock. It's the B5 CPS. That kind of stands for Collapsible Precision Stock. Does come attached with the law folder. So we already have two pretty premium components that come with it. We have the Radian charging handle. We have the Radian safety. So far, we're batting a thou with parts until we get over here and we have the Battle Arms development. Bolt release, super cheap, okay? Those probably cost them like $1. And then we do have our ambi bolt release that actually works, and our
non-ambi mag release.
Non-ambi mag release. Did I say mag release for this? I meant bolt release. Did I say bolt release?
I think you said, I don't remember.
I don't care. And then we have our kind of Knight's imitation handguard. Actually looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And then I had the Magpul bipod. Not a big fan of these, but it's what I had in my garage. It's what I put on. It doesn't come with the Kung Fu grip. It comes with the B5 as well, which are phenomenal grips. And that's about it. This isn't going to be a super in-depth review, particularly on the AR-10, but more so why PSA is calling this match grade. And I don't know yet. I have not shot match ammo through it yet. I've just shot this really crappy Turkish ammo. So far, it's done all right. I'm not really a gun reviewer, but I am wearing cry pants, which means I at least know what I'm talking about to a certain extent. I don't want to turn this into a PSA glaze fest, but I do have to say this is probably one of the fastest stock triggers that I've fired. Like, that just comes online that quick. Trigger, bing! 1 point for PSA. Super trigger, we'll call it. Okay, we have a target down there at 100 yards. We did zero it with the crappy Turkish ammo. We're gonna use the crappy Turkish ammo on the top left target, and we're gonna see what kind of groups we're getting and why this thing is called the Super SASS. Deploy the plastic bipod. This is just a 2 to 10. I'm sure like the optic that I'm gonna be using on the SP10 would be more ideal. A lot of people are gonna be mad at me, like, you would've gotten better groups with a 6 billion power scope. I know, oh well. That's our first 5-round group with 147 grain. I'd say let's give it at least 2 before going and checking the target. So let's do another group. By the way, if you're gonna be buying this gun, it comes with Duramags and they suck. Buy PMags. All right, we're gonna go right below it on the bottom left. Those all felt really, really good. And I just want to preface this. One time, Mark LaRue called me accuracy guy. I'm pretty sure he only called me accuracy guy because I grouped like a .7 with his rifle. If I grouped like better with any other rifle, he probably would have said I was a terrible shot. I want to preface this. This is like 100% burned down practice ammo. This is not a good ammo. In fact, I only had bad luck with sterling ammo, but here we are. This is, ignore this one. We were just zeroing. Here's our first group. 1, 2, 3 were really good, and then went here and here. And then here, we kind of have our little template to draw a star. Boop, 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 boop. I'm like in Mario, I'm flashing, and I can't mess up the next group. It's going to be perfect. If we're really looking at it, these are 1 MOA squares, so if we're here, either here to here or here to there, it's probably like 1.5, 1.4. This one is definitely bigger. We're almost on the outside, and then we're on the inside of this one. This is probably 1.8. With practice ammo, we're under 2 consistently. I mean, we've only done it twice, but let's go put some federal gold medal match, and then we're gonna do the same with the Seekins. Yeah, so we're gonna compare like a $1,000 rifle to a $10,000 rifle. It seems fair. All right, so we got cameraman Dan putting in a third group on the Turkish practice ammo.
Take a look. I think we're just shy of 2 inches there. Not too bad. So seems to be stringing a little bit to the left. I don't know if that's just from the barrel heating up or what, but we'll keep her running.
Is that an excuse, Dan?
Yeah, I gotta get them in somewhere.
All right, so we have some 168 grain Sierra Match King. We should get 0 MOA out of this. Also, I love these grips for precision shooting. It just makes holding the gun like this way easy. This is a Dive Freeco. You've seen me shout these out on the channel before, but give them a look-see. I'm gonna say I pulled that, so that's on me. Holy. Maybe I didn't. That was crazy good. Dude, that Turkish ammo sucks. Cameraman Dan told me just shoot another group and then we'll go look at both of them. But I'm pretty sure, at least through my 10X, that was pretty good. Group number 2. Dude, that PSA trigger surprises me. It literally takes me by surprise. All right, let's go look. While walking up, I thought it looked better than it was. So we got like 1 MOA. That's like almost on the dot 1 MOA. We're just inside that little box in there. Touching right outside that little box. We're gonna say that's 1. Dan, your group was probably also about an inch, maybe 1-1. This one, I don't know, it felt better. We got 3 that just absolutely stacked. That's why I was like, this is crazy. But then I guess these didn't. Out of 3 groups, we probably averaged about an MOA or slightly over. That's not too bad for a $308,000 gun. I guess we're gonna compare it, same ammo, federal gold medal match, to the Seekins. Me and Dan were talking and we were kind of like, well, the Seekins has a 36X or 25X, 1 million X scope. The Palmetto only has a 10 power. I'm gonna be honest, the reticle on that loophole fits so perfectly in the center of those targets. I don't actually think that it's the scope that's creating those groups. I felt really good about them. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, it felt solid.
I don't think I could do any better with a longer scope. So that's my opinion. Someone in the comments probably disagree. You can tell I'm a legit shooter and I know how to group because I have a dope card here. Ignore the fact that it's not filled out. And I'm wearing cries. Were you recording for that?
Yeah, hold on.
Let them know I'm wearing cries. So we're shooting the federal gold medal match 168. I'm not gonna mess around with that Turkish stuff. That was about 1.52 MOA. So, damn it, I went too low. Yeah, why is this thing so heavy? Oh, God. Seekins, make your gun better. Maybe the military will pick it up or something. Yeah, we're shooting at, shocker, 99.8 yards. Everyone in the comments mad we're not doing a 100-yard group. All right, sorry. There we go. 99.9, fuck you guys. I mean, right off the rip, there's our first group with the 168 out of the Seekins. We're under an MOA. Like, for sure, we're with that. Damn, what do you think that is? 0.8? 0.9?
Yeah, right about that.
That would easily fit in one of these boxes. So, and then we have our next group. Once again, lights out. I almost cried because I slipped off the back. You know what? We're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that guy. I already just was that guy. This is what it shot. It totally wasn't gonna be like a half MOA group. And once again, under an MOA. So we have 3 groups, even with what I would consider a flyer, right under an MOA, like pushing half MOA on some of them if I wasn't a can't say YouTube, so bleep out So I got off the phone with Seekins. That is in fact a Seekins SP10M, which stands for the military designation. I think that those don't leave their factory unless they're shooting sub MOA or better. I don't know. What did we just prove? $5,000 gun shoots better than sub $2,000 gun. Dan, this is crazy. All right, we're gonna actually get really professional here and take a photo with Ballistic X and measure these groups. Group size, that's a .803. Wow. I even said that was like a 1 MOA group. I think this one's even better then. Let's do a better one. All right, so for the viewers, if you're curious, that's how we measured. We set our in and out point on the square, measured all the impacts, and it gives us our data. In case you're wondering, the app is called Ballistic X. It's super nice if you're into this kind of stuff. Let's do that one. Boom. That was a 1.23. We take out that flyer, then it's a .442 or a .54. We're gonna measure our best PSA group just for shits. That's a .89. That's basically a .9 MOA group right there. So we did manage to get sub MOA out of our PSA. That's not terrible. I don't think we averaged 1 MOA. I think the difference between our $5,000 rifle or $4,000 or whatever it costs and our like mid $1,000 rifle is every single group we did was basically sub MOA with the Seekins, and we can achieve sub MOA sometimes on the PSA, which I would still say is pretty close to like match grade. What do you think, Dan? I mean, good. Yeah. It's not terrible.
For the price point, it's not bad at all.
I think they could throw the term super on it. Not bad. All right, the Palmetto State Armory Super SASS. Was it super? Super average. I am gonna go ahead and say for the price, it is super. It's not Seekins SP10M super. I don't think anyone expected it to be. This, for sure, compared to all the other PSA M110s or 308s that I've shot, is the most accurate. I don't think you're gonna have any issues with this rifle making impacts all the way out to 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. If you're shooting 0.9 to 1 MOA, you're gonna do it. I would probably purchase this gun in 6.5. Personally, I just seem to have better luck with 6.5. I shoot better with 6.5. It shoots farther and longer. I could be wrong about all those. What do you think, Dan?
No, I mean 6.5 is just in general a better long range cartridge.
I do have to talk about one thing. The trigger on this is insane. Like, we hit the wall, we barely put any pressure. Reset, a decently long reset, but I mean, the real winner here is the brake. I've talked about these PSA triggers when I did the M110A1 at home video, and once again, I don't want to glaze them too hard. It's like 90% of the way to a Geisley. The downside to me is they don't use full power springs, so I'm not like putting them in my combat guns, but I am for sure putting them on my non-combat guns. This does have an adjustable gas block, which I did not really adjust. I kind of just pulled it out of the box and started blasting Turkish ammo through it. Ultimately, it does come with what they consider a match grade barrel. This particular version also comes with the Law folder in case you are literally only trying to shave off like 8 inches of your gun and then it's still not that compact. Not a big fan of these heavy PRS style stocks. I honestly typically just throw a B5 SOTMOD stock. That's just me. We had the Leupold Mark IV HD. Actually, if anything, I was the most impressed with this optic. The price of these is pretty compelling for the optical clarity. The only issues that I really had with it were with the Duramag, and whenever I think Dur, I just think Durex, which is a condom brand, which means if you're using Dur mags, you're just gonna get screwed. That was a terrible joke. Moving on, one super nice thing that I can appreciate PSA for, they included this 3-prong muzzle device. You'll actually notice all 3 of the prongs are a different size. You see that? Did you notice that, Dan? You probably didn't notice that, huh?
No.
The reason that they're all a different size, it looks super awkward, but it actually makes it so it doesn't ring. You know, when you take your Surefire suppressor off and you have a 3-prong and you shoot it and it just goes bing, like a flashbang. Well, this does not do that. Harmonics, I think they call it. Once again, Difrico Kung Fu grip. I like these really straight up and down grips. I don't know, they feel good on long guns to me. And that's the PSA Super SASS. At the end of the day, I think it's worth the money. In fact, I would personally get the super or match grade version of this gun over the non. That's just me. It looks cool, and that's what really matters. So if you just wanted to spend the extra cash and get a folder and a cool muzzle device and it looks cool, then there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you were shocked by how good this thing grouped, I kind of was too. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know if we were gonna get that much better than the other ones. We at least tightened the groups up by about half MOA. I'd say that with match ammo, the end all be all is that your PSA Super SASS is gonna end up being around a 1 MOA gun. I think that's pretty good. That's above average for sure. That's what you should expect out of a decently made rifle. The barrel is fluted, has some pretty good heat dispersion, and that about sums it up. I'm not gonna go into super detail on the safety or mag release or what materials it's made out of. I don't really care. I'll let some other autistic reviewer do that. I just simply tested it against a gun 3 times its price. Take care, guys.